If you as a writer have ever wondered if your writing is good enough, today I hope to help you to evaluate where you are in the process and to get more confidence in your writing so that it will become good enough if it's not yet. First of all, it's not uncommon to question your writing. The issue is when it becomes a paralyzing question, when you stop writing or if you just write little bits and never submit. That will prevent your writing from ever getting to the level that it needs to be. So I'm going to give you some tips today on how to practically improve your writing and determine if you are at that spot or getting to that spot. There's this quiet little voice inside of all of us writers that tells us, I don't know if I can do this, or I don't know if I'm there, or you know what your voice says, whatever it is that eats at the back of us. And when you're working through every book, you've got that nagging there. I think a lot of the reason is it's gotten worse because we live in an even faster society. You can post something up on social media and know within 15 minutes if it resonates. Whereas when we're writing a book, it can take a lot longer. So one thing that you can do is maintain an online journal. I know it kind of seems like you're feeding the beast, but follow with me. Don't necessarily talk about exactly what you're writing, but talk about some of the things you're exploring, some of the fun things you're doing with your characters, maybe some of the motivation your character is exploring within your book, something that helps you to be tangentially creative, but also get some of that engagement. Here's the risk though. People may not be super interested. Why is that? Well, the post may not be interesting. Consider including photographs or teasers because this will help you practice the things necessary to market your book once it's done. Writing is not just about writing the book, it includes the whole marketing process and other things as well. So this will give you valuable practice in developing not only the kinds of writing that make for a good book, whether it's fiction or nonfiction, but also the kind of writing that causes you to have even more market visibility. Now, if you like tips about crafts specifically, I have written a book. It's called Wisdom from Writing Career Coach. I'm getting ready to change the cover a little bit, but this is, you can see it's just a small thing. You can see tips about this on my Substack. I share it in my notes. You don't have to buy the book if you don't want to. It does give a lot of really great insights, but sometimes just getting those little nuggets and ideas on craft can help you as well. Okay, second practical solution, write first, edit later. This is huge, guys. Get the stuff on paper. It's going to be pretty terrible when you first get it down, no matter your level, because it's just a draft. But get in there and write the work without censoring it. Editing is important, but it's not as important as the creativity necessary to get it down on the page. So make sure that you are writing everything. If you get stuck, don't ponder on it. Just jot a note of what you are going to cover and keep going. You can't improve something that hasn't been written, so get it down on your paper. Second, set little bitty micro goals. This builds momentum and confidence. So maybe just make your goal to write for 10 minutes. Set a timer, write as much as you can, and then stop unless you want to keep going. Set a word count goal, something small, 200 or 300 words. If you are doing a book and you're going to dictate it, then 10 minutes when I'm driving, I'm going to talk about this topic, and have your phone record while you're driving. Instead of listening to music, dictate your story. Just talk freely. Whatever you need to do to start to get those ideas and out, just make it a small goal. Don't try to do NaNoWriMo when you've never written anything before. If you don't know, that's 50,000 words in the month of November on a single novel. Then read your work aloud. And actually, I would say either read it yourself out loud or have technology read it for you. I personally prefer to have technology read it for me, and here is why. Because it will read what is actually on the screen and not just what I think I put on the screen. That helps me to not only catch mistakes, but also hear the story passively. And I have found that my defenses are down, and when I pause, I'm like, oh wait, that's not what I meant to say there. And I can pause, jump in, fix it, and then go back about it. I think it came from when I was listening to so many books on CD, audiobooks, for a period of time when I was putting about 1,000 miles on my car every week, doing a really long commute for one of my kids. I would spend 8-10 hours a week in the car, and I would listen to these books, and I got very good at it. If you've listened to a lot of audiobooks, consider listening to your book on audio. You can have the computer read it to you, and that will help you to catch things, revise things, and even get a broader picture so that your book is more cohesive overall, whether it's fiction or nonfiction. It helps you get a sense of the rhythm. You know, your words matter, and there's an audience out there who wants to hear what you have to say. The goal is to try to connect with those people and make sure that you're writing in a way that will connect to them, and also getting your words on paper. So, the hard thing about writing is that it can take so long to get that feedback. So also consider having some kind of a writing mentor or a writing buddy or a small group of people that you exchange your writing with to help you get past those spots of self-doubt. I have a couple of videos where I talk about how to write a little bit faster, get your ideas down on paper faster, because you find that momentum allows the words to come more freely. Like when you start writing, you keep going. So if you want more of that, look at the video in the description below.